Hello and welcome to Choreographer Talk. My name is Jane D'Angelo. I'm the Executive Director of OhioDance and producer of the OhioDance Festival. Today, our guest choreographer is Tingyu Xie. I want to ask you a few questions and get to know you and your work a little bit more. So, my first question is, your choreography blends Asian classical aesthetics with contemporary movement. How do you navigate honoring tradition while creating something new?
Growing up in China, like my dance training was deeply rooted in Chinese classical dance and traditional culture. And later I was like professionally trained in Western contemporary in the university for many years. And over time, I just realized that my body naturally carries both influences. And I just think that is so cool and I really value it. I never feel the need to choose one over another or like totally remove another. Instead, I'm very curious about what happens when these languages meet. So I'm extremely interested in the chemistry between them, like how they can collide or blend or transform each other. And for me, that exploration is not only about movement research, but also about cultural dialogue and even like multidisciplinary artistic recreation, maybe a creation with another like musician, I don't know, which is like something I found very exciting. And when I begin my new work, I usually start with something that is generally captures my curiosity. Like I love to do some research, whether it's watching documentary or reading or even traveling to a specific site before I actually work in the studio. For example, in Murmurs of Mural, I was deeply inspired by the Dunhuang cave murals and the vast history behind those like 1,000 years old wall paintings. And there is a sense of weight and storytelling within those images that really moved me.
Um, as founder of TINGMOTION, how does community engagement influence the themes and ideas in your work?
Yeah, so founding Team Motion has really shaped how I think about both dance and community. And I always think of myself or the studio as a kind of window or bridge between cultures. So, like through the studio, I meet a lot of Chinese dancers and students from many different dance backgrounds. And those conversations just constantly remind me of where I come from and that dance is not only something I present on stage, but also something that connects people in everyday life. And it also inspires me to create more opportunities where people can participate in the work. So sometimes I just design projects where members can perform and we bring those works, whether it's a Chinese classical dance or a contemporary dance, we just bring those works to different platforms, whether it's a community dance festival like Columbus Arts Festival or maybe a professional dance festival, just as OhioDance Festival. And like in another direction, I also share Chinese cultural perspectives with Western dancers. For example, I teach contemporary Chinese fusion master classes at regional dance festivals, where I introduce movement ideas rooted in Chinese dance, but like translated through contemporary language, or maybe just teach a 30-second excerpt from my own choreography. And I can tell that they love it. And I feel so happy to see that. And also, I'm so proud of it. And in that way, I feel that both my teaching and choreography become the part of the same process of what I'm creating or of the cultural exchanging. And I just found that incredibly exciting. And that's something that I want to put all of my energies to work on. Thank you.